Welcome to season 3, episode 5 of the Georgian Surrogacy podcast. I'm Liz Tripodi, and I have two very special guests with me today, and they are two of my favorites. I'm here with Lauren and Irina. Hello, girls.
Hello.
Hello.
So, Lauren is, well, number one, congratulations to you both. Now, I'm not meaning that out to sound like you're a couple because I just realized that's how it sounded. But you are both new mothers with your husbands, and I'm super excited for you both. So, congratulations, mummies.
Oh, thank you, Liz. And Lauren and I have actually been in touch for like a year before this,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
just over Facebook. So yeah, really, really nice to be here in person.
Absolutely. And look, you both have two absolutely beautiful children. And so Lauren is a new mum to Mia that was born in July, and Irina is a new mum to Daniel, who was born in October. Yes, that's
Yep.
right. What month are we in now? November.
November.
Yeah,
I've
so I
lost track.
just missed. I was there waiting for Daniel to arrive, and he was taking his sweet time, just enjoying being in the womb. And but how is motherhood, both of you?
Is actually everything I expected it to be.
Yep.
And we are very lucky because our baby, of course, she's perfect,
Yeah.
but we decided early on to have a strict routine,
Yep.
and so far, so good. But even though Mia was born in July, we have only had her for 4 nights.
I know. And we will get into a future podcast episode. And with both of you, I know we're going to talk about your birth stories and your experiences being in Georgia and everything that went on. And I really look forward to speaking to you both individually about that. And I want to apologize in advance because if anyone hears a door open or close or a little voice saying mummy, today's been one of those days where the twins have been just. Look, I've got one of them at the moment who's in the lounge room recording videos of herself singing songs from Demon Hunters. And it's just one of those days. It's a public holiday here in Melbourne, Australia today. And, you'd think you could have a bit of a. Actually, when I was telling Chachava last night that today was a bank holiday or a public holiday, whatever way you want to call it, depending on where you're from. So where I'm from today, it's a public holiday because of a horse race. And I know that might seem really strange, but that's Melbourne Cup Day and that's what it is. So everyone is off today. Anyway, what we are talking about today, and I'm super excited, is we are talking about Maluna. And that is both where you have stayed since prior to your baby's birth. I mean, Lauren, in your case, it was from the day you arrived in Tbilisi, even though you were pre-booked to stay there. So I want to tell everyone a little bit about what Maluna is. So Maluna is a specially designed facilities for parents who've gone through a surrogacy journey in Georgia. It's a state-of-the-art hotel private facility with all details and needs for newborns and parents to make them feel comfortable, safe, and respected during their stay. While thinking about the concept of the hotel, the inspiration was for the couple who have travelled to a foreign country and want to enjoy the most precious times of their lives in beautiful surroundings. It's happiness and all about creating a family environment. So I want to just tell a few things about the benefits, and I want to make it really clear to start with. This is not an ad. So I don't get paid anything for this podcast. I don't make anything from this podcast. And I just think it's really important. And actually, Irina, it was your idea to do a podcast about Maluna because you were like, why is there no information online about it?
Yeah,
So
correct.
that was
Yeah.
your idea to do this. So I'll just a few more things that I'll read out. So, and feel free to jump in anytime, you guys. It's the first and only project with organizational structure and complex approach infrastructure in Georgia. It's a 24-hour service staffed by qualified nannies and two children's rooms equipped with all basic equipment. The cost of a Maluna room includes a baby bed, baby food, bottles, sterilizing, warming device, baby stroller, car seat, etc. Pediatrician comes there. Uh, there are so many things that I could tell you there's washing machines, there's kitchens, there's a common area. Why don't you both individually talk me through about the first day that you arrived at Maluna?
Let me tell you about why I wanted to do this podcast, first of all, about Maluna. Do you know, Liz, when you build something in your head, it's like, I don't know, going to Disneyland or somewhere, and you build it in your head, and then you get there and you're like, oh, well, this is good, but maybe not the best. Let me tell you, Maluna is 1,000 times better than what I had in my head. When we got here, we showed up with like 10 luggages. We brought everything with us. I had like two formula making machines and I don't know what machines and five white noise machines and just everything, literally
Did you
10
have
suitcases
you really
of
got five
stuff.
white noise machines in your luggage?
So travel ones, battery
Oh,
ones,
that's too funny.
chargeable ones, everything. Um, and let me tell you, we got here and it is, oh my gosh, like it makes your life so easier. They have everything. Um, it's just better than I expected, honestly. And I'm so glad that we decided to stay here because we didn't need 95% of the things we brought. So yes, that's why I wanted to do this podcast with this subject. I'm not getting anything out of it, but I just wanted others to know that you have things here and they take care of you and they show you and you learn from everyone here and you don't need to bring two formula machines with you.
I think also for us, we were attracted to Maluna, because they provided, like you said, like cots, prams, car seats, where other people that I have spoken to that have stayed elsewhere have had to source all of those things over here, and they found it very stressful and quite hard to do. Um, and the other was the nanny service. So you have 5 hours a day included,
Yep.
and you can actually pay a little bit more to have them 24/7. So that was what attracted us. But when we got here, um, our baby was actually in hospital for 3.5 months. So we didn't use the nanny service and we didn't need all the bits and bobs. But what was really benefit was meeting other families, um, and talking about how was your day? Did your baby do this today? How much formula are you feeding? And just the support. And it really is like a family away from home,
Yeah.
where everyone just, we catch up like every couple of nights. There's a wonderful enclosed entertaining area, which is great for summer or winter. It's got fans and heating for winter time. Um, and it just becomes like a part of a common place where you all catch up and you share dinner together. And those people, when they leave, they still keep in contact. And it's just, you're all on the same journey. And all these people understand where if you stayed at a normal hotel, you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You have the struggles of, oh my gosh, my baby didn't sleep last night, um, and no one to talk to. These people that you meet here, they go, oh, try this or try that. And even though my baby wasn't here for very long, I still was able to say, "Oh, I'm having trouble with this at the hospital," and yeah, it would work. Some things would, some things wouldn't.
Yeah,
So it really is about that community,
absolutely.
which is like you really don't know how much you need it
Yeah,
until you actually, yeah, need it. And you speak to so many other people that, oh no, we don't like socializing. We want to be by ourselves. And in the end, they really regret not having what they see that we do have
yeah.
here at
And
Maluna.
Yeah,
I
that's
understand.
literally me. I'm not a very social person. Yeah. I'm an introvert, and that's exactly it. I didn't want to stay at Maluna originally because I have to talk to a lot of other people and share a kitchen, and but zero regrets whatsoever. I'm so glad to have you guys.
That's really good. I know we
Maluna as
actually,
well, like
yeah. Uh, Go. Who's going? Me or you?
also at Maluna, like I'll go. So the other thing as well at Maluna, they also have a indoor gym
Yep.
that you can use as well. So if you need that time out, which people say, oh no, I want to be with my baby all the time. Sometimes you need to just clear your head, and they've got the indoor gym, and they've also got like lovely big gardens and that you can go for a walk
Yeah.
around.
So I was going to say to you,
Maluna
let's
is
give
with the
our
ladies.
listeners a bit of a visual about if they have booked Maluna or they're looking to book Maluna. And look, there's no website, guys, so you're not going to find you're not going to find information about it online. If you want to know about Maluna, you can get in touch with me, and I can put you through to the manager via WhatsApp. But let's just talk about the visuals. So Maluna is located, it's about 20 minutes out of Tbilisi. Oh no. You know what? I've made it to Maluna in 12 minutes from the city if there's no traffic. Let's just say if there's traffic, it's 20 minutes. And it's very close to Tbilisi Mall, like within walking distance. Lauren, you've done that walk so many times. What's the quickest you've walked from Maluna to Tbilisi Mall?
I think we've got it down to maybe 13 minutes.
Not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So
A
it's
power walk. I'll do
located,
it in like eight.
oh, very good. So it's located in a very, very private street. To give you a bit of an idea for those of you that are listening, the street I would call it a little bit like a gated community in a way. There are diplomats, people that work at embassies and things like that that actually live on the same street. Um, and you pull up and there's big white walls. You can't see inside. It's very secure, security entrance, and that gate just slides open, and it's just like this paradise that you. That's the way I describe it. Lauren you were right. The beautiful gardens. So, why don't you guys take me through a walkthrough of Maluna from when you step inside?
It it's beautiful. What can I say? It's it's like a magic bubble here. Like no bad could happen at Maluna somehow. I don't know. You walk in and it's decorated nicely. You have trees, you have a small garden, you have the shared space, you always have people around, you have the nannies around, the rooms, I think there are 11 rooms,
12.
12,
12.
12 rooms. Different sizes.
Yep.
We were originally in another room, then we moved in another one. Honestly, they're all nice. They're just, slightly different
Sizes.
sizes. Yeah. And it's not easy for the person who manages Otto, who's lovely, by the way. It's not easy for him to promise you a room because, babies have different
Arrivals.
yeah,
Oh,
arrival times and whatnot. So it's quite difficult. So I think you need to be a bit flexible there in terms of what room you get. But honestly, they're all nice. All the rooms have what a bed, a TV. You have your own
Lounges, there's
fridge.
desk,
Yeah, desk.
and really nice bathrooms. So it is like a 5-star hotel.
Yep.
So as you walk through those gates, you it leads you up the driveway to beautiful staircase,
Yep.
and you're greeted by Otto's dog. And for people that
Tito.
don't
We
like
all
dogs,
know Tito.
for people that don't like dogs, though, he is very well trained, and he can sense if you are scared or not into dogs, and he'll keep away.
Yep.
I just want to make that really clear. But for those of you that are animal lovers, like Irina and I, um, it actually has been really good. It's like something that you have at home, and just having a pet around always calms you. So that's a whole different thing altogether. But yeah, you walk up the stairs, you walk through the most beautiful big door, and you have another beautiful staircase going up to a few more rooms. There are a few rooms on that floor, and then you can go downstairs. And downstairs, you have three kitchens.
Yep.
One is for the nannies, and two are for the guests. And you get given like which kitchen to use. So you have your own little pantry, a space in the freezer and fridge,
Yep.
and you have a common area where you can use like share different foods as well.
And you know what? We'll
And
make it clear to everybody that when you're saying common areas, this is not like a camp, everybody. This is like, it is really like a hotel lobby downstairs. Different couches, some people might, oh, and there's the working space as well. There's the little meeting room. Um, yeah.
Yeah, with desks.
yeah.
Desks, yeah.
So there's also like the laundry room where there's washing machines and dryers,
Yep.
and there are separate ones for adults' clothing to babies' clothing. And you have your own little set area where you keep all your laundry products. And then there's two nurseries. Um, One is a little bit smaller than the other, and the nursery is absolutely beautiful. It's got a long bench at the end. It's got a built-in bath, and then also a built-in sink where you do sterilizing,
Yep.
and then you have all the little baby beds. And I thought that most people would choose to just do the 5 hour free service.
Yep.
But let me tell you, most people use the 24-hour service
Okay.
Yeah.
just to get into parenthood. And it's up to you. So my baby has only been here at Maluna for 4 days, and we actually keep her 24/7. But you can, lots of people, you can go out during the day. And then you can also, if you decide you want to just bring your baby up to the room and then get a good night's sleep, then you can take them back down to the nursery.
Yep.
So that's actually is easing your way into parenthood, which I think is also like a really good thing to do,
Yeah.
as well as like being in that little baby bubble. So then there's a dining room,
Yep.
and you can also eat in one of the kitchens. And quite often, like, you don't just eat with your partner, you choose to actually eat with friends and catch up at certain times or even share meals.
And of
And
course,
then they
people are
have,
from all over the world. So you are,
oh,
you're meeting couples from all over the world, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's I know that lifelong friendships over the years. I mean, Maluna's been going 5 years. It opened the night before. Sorry, the grand opening was the day before my twins were born, so I'll never forget that, you see. I was
yeah.
there for the grand opening, and if we hadn't have already prepaid our apartment, we would have just moved into Maluna like once the twins were born. But Lauren, I did want to take a step back though about what you said about the nanny services, and I do know for a fact that these are the best trained nannies in Georgia, and they're also nurses as well, so they're extremely experienced and you know the best quality you can get.
Yeah, definitely. And they also they take the time to actually teach you things. So even though my baby was in hospital um, for so many months, they always asked how my baby was, and they all would say, "How's your day been?" And then you would say, "Oh, like I had this problem today," and they would actually help you and say, "Look, why don't you try this or try that?" Or I might
Right.
have a solution. So they really go out of their way to help you um, have the best experience of those first few months of being a parent.
Irina, how have
Um,
you gone? Have you left Daniel with the nannies much?
Absolutely, yes. On my first day here, so I arrived, what was it, like 3 weeks before Daniel was
Yep.
born. On my first day here, I obviously had nothing to do, so I chatted with all the parents and I asked them, "Hey guys, can we trust the nannies? Like, how do you feel?" Everyone was laughing at me. They were like, "Are you kidding? They are the best of the best of the best." Handpicked by Dr. Kenny.
Yep.
And now I get it, honestly. I'm quite sure Daniel is much safer with them than with me. At least for now, but I'm learning a lot from them. They are really, really good. And I think the difference is that they I don't know, they love what they do. Like you can tell that they
Yeah.
love they
I
do.
noticed that in Georgia as well, that people that work around children, they genuinely want to work around children. It's not a job for them. It's generally genuinely I feel that it's a calling and a pathway to yeah, it's a different sort of feeling I feel compared to Western countries.
Yeah. They are really, really nice people. There's the day shift, nurses, nannies, the night shift. Yeah, just really nice ladies. And I'm learning so much. Every single day I'm learning something from them. I'm so thankful. Really.
And
I
that's
every
really
book that
that's
I read,
good.
and let me tell you, I read a lot of books.
Yeah,
I've learned a lot more from them than the books.
yeah. And I think
and the
that's
other thing
something
too
that,
that people might be wondering,
sorry,
yeah,
Lauren.
the other thing that people might be wondering is do they speak English or what language do they speak? Some of them speak fluent English,
Yep.
and there are others that speak Georgian. But the ones that speak Georgian, they communicate, it's very easy to communicate with them. So you can use the translator, and also the everything is written down like on the whiteboards. So they record like once a week is at their weight, and then they'll tell you when they've fed the baby, how much they drank. So communication, like that was another thing that when you're going to another country, you're a bit worried, how do I communicate with these people?
Yeah.
It's actually very easy to communicate. And you don't realize how much sign language comes into
Yeah.
into it, but you don't struggle. And I was worried. I haven't been overseas a lot, and it did worry me that would I be able to communicate
Mm,
with these people? And yeah, it's the communication is very easy
yeah.
that way.
So Lauren, we were back. Let's take it back to the dining room. So there was the dining area, and then what have we got after that?
So there also is a little office area.
Yep.
So if you have, when you do your paperwork, you can use the computer, printer, etc. Then some people bring like their um, other children. So we've had a few little kids stay here up until the age of 9, I
Okay.
think, and there's plenty for them to do. So there's like the little they've got lots of toys they can play with,
Hmm.
but there's also lots of room outside where they can run around and entertain themselves.
Yep.
Kick a ball around or throw a ball, um, or frisbee. Like it is quite spacious that way. And then there's the lounge room, which we've used a lot. And there's even been times, especially in summertime, like we used to go down and have um, a movie night.
Yep.
So we'd all sit and watch like, yeah, Netflix together, those type of things. And then you go up some stairs and then outside is the entertaining area where you can play table tennis, you can there's another um play table that you can use, um the gym area. You can play darts. There's drafts, chess, lots of other things you can do outside.
Yep.
And it's undercover. So if it's hot, then there's lots of fans and that out there. You can open the doors if you need to. But then again, as we're experiencing now, wintertime is extremely cold.
Yeah.
So they've got the heaters and that out there. So you can actually take your babies out there, and you can use their little capsules, or prams,
Yeah.
and it just makes life so much easier than you don't need to bring them in your luggage,
Yeah.
or you don't have to go and buy them, or source them elsewhere. It's all here. It's just ready for you to use. It's all clean and hygienic, and you can just put your
Oh yeah,
little
the place is absolutely
bedding
spotless.
and that in to make it your own.
Yeah, absolutely spotless. Hey, there is something that I found really interesting about the times that I've visited Maluna as a guest, and I've been there quite a few times over the years. The air quality in that part of Tbilisi, it's really fresh. It's really, you can breathe. Not saying you can't breathe in Tbilisi, of course, but it really felt like the countryside air as opposed to city air.
Yes. So actually, yeah, very good point, Liz. When we go into the city, um, so over here, lots of people smoke. I think it's like a ridiculous amount, like 90% of the population smoke. Like it's pretty big. Um, so it is like the air quality we notice coming from Australia,
Mm,
especially, is not the best. Um, but when you come out to where Maluna is, it's a lot better,
yeah.
a lot clearer. So yeah, that actually is a good point.
So, the next thing I want to ask you both about is the heart and soul of Maluna is a man called Otto. And
Ah,
everybody that I know, or people that I don't even know, if you say the word Maluna, the first thing that generally comes out of people's mouth is, "Oh my God, I love Otto." And he is a very, very special man. When I met Otto 5 years ago, well, oh, no, longer than 5 years ago now, Otto could barely speak English. Now he could have a conversation for hours and hours.
Yes.
Let's talk
yeah.
about what a special man Otto is and what he does and goes over and beyond really for his guests. Tell me some stories.
Wow, how many days have you got? Otto. So I only recently found out a few weeks ago that Otto had only just learnt to speak English the last few years.
Yeah.
And I was actually quite shocked because he speaks fairly good English, like very fluent. And he's not like he doesn't overlook you, like he's not here all the time. But if you need him, like so they're one family were really quite worried about their baby, and in the middle of the night they needed to take the baby to the hospital, and they just called Otto, and he was straight onto it. He organised everything, let the hospital know that the baby was on the way, um, and he's pretty much like on call 24/7. Not that you would use and abuse that, but yeah, if you've got a problem, he's right onto it. Um, and he loves to get to know you on a personal level.
Mm.
So he knows that I am a dog groomer. So we've had many chats and that about his dog. Um, and he gets to know you on a personal level. Like it's not, oh, that guy is he owns Maluna and takes the money and that's it. He actually becomes um quite a good friend. Um
Absolutely. Yeah.
but you don't see him all the time, but yeah, when you do see him or you do need him, you know you can contact him. Um, at the start, sometimes so he does things outside of Malona. He has a life. He has three beautiful kids and that as well. And it is a little bit hard to get hold of him, but you need to persevere. Um, and always like if you know someone that has started at Maluna, reach out to them and always they're happy to answer questions on that too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, Irina, you smiled a bit when Lauren said about it's a bit hard to get hold of him. Otto and I have
Yeah.
had this conversation many times over the last
Yeah.
few months, and I'm very proud. Actually, Otto made a huge thing today. One of my patients messaged him, and I kid you not, 30 seconds he replied. And Otto, if
Wow.
you ever listen to this podcast, Otto, I'm so proud of you. 30 seconds. It
I
was,
do want to share as well that the first time I met Otto, because I landed here, it was like 4 in the morning,
yeah,
and Otto was here waiting for me. So this is the owner of Villa Maluna waiting for me at 5 in the morning with coffee, ready to chat with me. He took my luggage out of the car.
yeah.
He brought my luggage in. He showed me around himself. And then I asked him for if he had any milk for the coffee. And he's like, I'll be right back. He literally went to his house to get milk for me and brought it back
Oh,
because
that's
there was no
beautiful.
milk. Well, he couldn't find it at Maluna. I thought that was so kind, of him
Yeah.
to wake up at 5 in the morning to, yeah, to just entertain me until the room was available. And that was a few hours.
Very
So,
kind. I agree with you.
yeah.
When I was well, I'll just talk about this recent trip when I was there, and I've popped into Maluna a couple of times, as you guys know, and I brought some of my patients with me to have a look at the facilities in the future hope that they might be back, um, preparing for their own baby maybe next year. And Otto said, "What can I do?" I said, "Nothing." I said, I'm there. It's all good. I was just gonna. I actually had Glovo ready to go to order some pizza. I got everyone's pizza orders, and he comes back. He goes, "No, no, 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 no. I've organized food." I said, "What for?" I said, I was ordering pizza." Anyway, so we go to the outdoor area and there's, cacciapuri, there's pizza, there's drinks, there's cakes, it was Georgian hospitality. I mean, and it was not necessary, but greatly appreciated. And it's just like Georgian hospitality in general. It's just, it really does come from the heart. I mean, actually, I tear up thinking about it because I actually, I mean, I miss you both, and I wish I was there now. Um,
Oh,
see,
same
look,
here, Liz.
you two talk for a bit while I have a sip of water. See, I get too emotional these days.
Oh,
But yeah, definitely like um, my partner was a bit hesitant to stay at Maluna in the beginning, and because he is a bit of a homebody, likes to be by himself,
Yeah,
but he loves catching up with people downstairs, and oh, when are we catching up with these people again? And it's made him come out of his shell a bit more. Um, and when all the dads get together and talk about their babies. Um, yeah, it's just I think it has just added to that being in that baby bubble and just yeah, meeting new people and it's the next chapter of your lives.
Yeah.
So everyone's on a different journey in that. And we've tried for a baby for 27 years and we did IVF for 10 years. And probably the last 10 years, when we go out, we always say, when we have a baby, we can do this, or our baby will do that. And now that we've actually got a baby, it's good to actually share it with other people and say, oh,
Yeah.
wow, like I am looking forward to doing this or looking forward to doing that.
Lauren, I think as
And
well for both of you, because Irina, you were on your own when you first arrived in Tbilisi, and Lauren, for you and your partner, um, with having a child in hospital for 3 months, it certainly would have been very, very lonely and more difficult emotionally than I know it already has been for you if you didn't have that human connection of other people around you, if you needed them every day.
yeah, and even if you don't see them, um, like everyone exchanges numbers and that, and
We
people
have a
check on you.
WhatsApp group.
Yeah, WhatsApp group, um, and we share photos, um, and different products that we use as well.
Yeah.
You just don't have that when you're by yourself.
No, you
You have
don't.
to sort of fumble through that
Yeah, you
by
do.
yourself.
You have to, and I
Where
think
it's
as
just,
well for the sorry the before I forget because this is important, but uh, I know that there are so many people that have stayed at Maluna or at Maluna currently, including yourself, um, including both of you, that your partners have either had to go back to work or they've had to go and pick up the passport from another country or whatever it is. And I know there's other people there that have been in the same situation. You're safe at Maluna. Safety is
yeah.
so
Yeah.
important.
My husband and I, we were talking. I feel like Maluna takes away, it will not take away all the fears you have with a newborn, but it will take away a lot of your fears. So you're left with the beautiful side of it. And
That's a
that's,
lovely way
yeah,
to
what
put it.
Maluna has done for us. One of the main things, just taking away that deep fear of, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
And
So,
the other thing too, Liz, is so I don't like catching public transport.
yeah.
At the
Join the
best of
club.
times,
I can't.
let alone
Yeah.
by myself. I just don't do it. But yeah, when so in Australia, the embassy is actually in Turkey. So my partner had to fly um to Turkey to get the passport, and that was like by the time he went there and came back, it was a few days. But he was comfortable and I was comfortable that I was safe.
Yeah.
And I had people around me if I needed any help. And also like Tbilisi Mall. Now Tbilisi Mall has everything you need. It's got every shop you can think of, but including those important ones like to get anything for babies, like clothing, car seat, whatever you needed for the
Yeah. It's
baby.
huge.
Also,
Tbilisi
got the
Mall is massive.
pharmacy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pharmacy and supermarket. So if you were someone like myself who doesn't like using apps and I'd never since until I came here, I'd never ordered like Uber Eats or anything. I just go to the shop and buy it.
Really?
So yeah, big thing. Never ever used Uber Eats ever. And so I wasn't comfortable doing that by myself. But I knew it was just a short distance to walk to the supermarket if I needed to.
Yeah.
And uh, not like Irina, I walk really, really slow. And if it takes me like less than 13 minutes, like yeah, it's not far. It's a really nice walk, and it's nice and safe, like from here to there.
It's all
And
flat. It's all flat as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. And some people even use Uber to go there, if you're just not into walking at all. But it's a beautiful walk. Seeing some nice buildings and the hillside and that. yeah, you've got everything at your doorstep.
Yep.
And that's another big plus as well.
All right, so let me ask you both as we start to wrap up. Tell me, both of you separately, the top three things that you love about staying at Maluna.
Okay. Want to go back and forth? So,
Okay, my
yeah.
top one definitely would be the friendships that you form.
Okay.
I love that community. Um, Even though I didn't realize how important it would be, the community definitely is number one for me.
Yep.
What would be your number one?
I would say number one, the nannies. The nannies slash nurses,
Yep.
like I said, they take away that fear, leaving you with just the more beautiful part. So absolutely, they are fantastic.
Okay. Number two.
Number two, this is something we haven't actually spoken about, is they come and clean your room. Like it is like a hotel.
Yeah.
They'll come and clean your room as often as you want. And they will like change all like the bed linen, and towels, etc. The towels you can get changed every day, but bed linen every 4 days. So that everything is nice and clean. It's done for you. It's one less stress you have to worry about.
Yep.
Yeah. Lauren already mentioned the friendships, so I won't mention that, but just the rooms and the amenities and um the Wi-Fi, the really good Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, but like priorities, you gotta
That's
have good Wi-Fi.
important. It is. That's
Country.
important.
Yeah. So yeah, really, really good. The fridge in your room, the I don't know, the water kettle, the smart TV with Netflix. I don't know, all these things, they matter.
They do.
So,
Laura,
so
number three.
just really quickly about that, Irina,
Yeah.
is you do in your room, every room, except for if you get a single room, you just have a single bed, but every other room has a king size bed.
Yep.
Um, I don't think I can ever go back to Queen. I'm trying to work out how can I make my room bigger at home to have a king size bed. But it's got like a kettle facility. It's got like a bottle warmer, so you don't need to bring those things.
Yep.
And you just need to bring your actual bottles. You need to bring your baby's clothing. Um, you don't need to bring everything. And their towels and that baby's towels, but most of the stuff is supplied for your baby.
Yep.
So yeah. So my number three top thing would be um
The bed.
no. Probably like the entertaining area.
Okay.
I love the entertaining area where we just all come together. Um and yeah, you can go out there by yourself or you can just message everyone and say, hey, be down at 7 o'clock for cake or pizza, just that communal area.
Yeah. Actually,
I
one of
love
the
that.
things, you know how you said about the outdoor area, one of the things that's actually really important for me as a guest of Maluna, is the lighting. Because as some of you may know, I'm legally blind and the lighting is actually really good there for me. So the outdoor lighting, like I never feel like I'm going to trip when I'm at Maluna, and that's actually really important for me.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Irene, what's
even
your
in
number
the
three?
entrance
Sorry.
way,
What?
it's in
Yeah.
the entrance way, there's big windows, so it lets in lots of natural light. I
Yes.
think that's, yeah, really important as well. You forget these things. There's lots of natural light, which is really, really important.
Irina?
Um,
Yeah. The fact that the pediatrician, a very lovely Dr.
Ah,
Layla,
yes.
came to Maluna, so we didn't have to go back to Chachava or any other clinic. She came, she did the checkup. The nannies downstairs, they have her direct WhatsApp number.
Yep.
So, for example, Daniel had an issue, they WhatsApped her, and she immediately replied. That is really helpful. Peace of
Yeah.
mind.
yeah,
That's
having that
yeah.
doctor on
And
hand.
that's yeah, you're right. That is to be able to have a pediatric doctor on literally on call. I mean, that wouldn't happen in other countries. You'd be waiting days for a reply, if that, and they'd charge you what,
Yeah.
$500 for a 2-minute consultation.
Yeah, and this is all free.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me ask you both before we finish up, what, I know you're only both very new mums, um, but what's the highlight so far of motherhood?
Oh, just one? Just one thing?
Tell me many, many, many if you like.
Don't know. I mean, it's first of all, I could not believe that this was real even days after. I could not believe it happened for us, and I think even more so for Lauren. It's beautiful, when he's eating and he looks at you with these little eyes, or he just grabs your pinky, and it's everything, everything. He's so warm, he smells good. Um,
Oh no, we've frozen. I don't know if it's me or if it's everybody else. Uh, all right, apologies for the technical difficulty. As some of you who have been to Georgia before will know, every now and again in Georgia, you'll either get a power outage or a water outage. In actual fact, in 5 years that I've been visiting Georgia, this trip was actually the first time we actually had a water outage. I'd never had a power outage before. This was actually my first power outage, which was with you guys live during a podcast, and I figured it was because I saw the room go blue and then it cut
Yep.
off. So what happened? Explain to me what happened.
I've had like 5 power outages so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the power does
Yeah.
in the whole of Georgia, I think because there's so many people and they're all using the power at once, the power does go off. But here at Maluna, we do have, well, sorry, Otto does have a big generator.
On your
So
auto.
it's only off for like a few seconds.
Oh, that's
So yeah.
good. When our water went out last month, um, we weren't notified by the Airbnb, and so we had no water for 5 hours. And let me tell you, that's a pain, especially if someone has to go to the toilet, or the twins have got to wash their hands or whatever. Having no water is a pain. We've frozen again. All right. So can you hear me?
Oh,
Here
we're
We're back.
back.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Generator back on.
All right. So we should wrap this up in case we get another outage. So, Irina, I know you're loving everything about motherhood. Lauren, quickly just tell me so far, what are you loving?
Just the connection
Yeah,
with your child. Mia just she knows who mum and dad are,
yeah,
and it just melts your heart when she just smiles at you. And she's at the stage now she's starting to giggle a little bit.
yeah,
And yeah, if she when she hears our voices, her little face lights up. Even if I've had to wake her up for a 3 a.m. feed, she's like, "Oh, hi, mum." And yeah, just when they look deep into your eyes and into your soul, it's just
Oh, it's beautiful.
honestly, you just can't describe what it feels like.
I'm so proud of you both, and I am so happy to call you both friends. Um,
Aw.
and I thank you both kindly for allowing me to be a very small part of your journey. Um,
Thank you
I,
for being on this
I
crazy
wouldn't
journey
say a
with us.
small part,
A big
say a
part.
massive part, the biggest part.
uh, we all have the same goal in mind, and that's just to create family. And Lauren, I'm very blessed and honored to be Mia's godmother. So we are literally, you're stuck with me for the rest of your
Uh-oh.
life now, whether you like it or not. And Irina, I know we've already made plans for us to come and stay with you guys the next time we are there, which will be next year. So I look forward to catching up with you and giving, I was going to say Christian the biggest of cuddles, but no, Daniel the biggest of cuddles.
Daniel.
But I'm sure
Christian's a
Christian will go.
husband.
Christian, my girls will adore Christian, and I like I said, I'm so proud of you both, and I wish your little families nothing but love and good health and happiness, and may this be everything that you have dreamed of and more.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
I
Liz.
also just want to say, lots of people that I have met here from Maluna stayed somewhere else beforehand,
Okay.
and just the isolation of not having other parents around. They heard on the grapevine, maybe try Maluna,
Yep.
and yeah, they said, "Oh, I wish we had have come here in the first place." So
Yep.
it really is just such a great community, and high standards. Even if you want to just stay in your room all day, beautiful views out onto the hillside, and just really nice facilities inside.
And I do
Highly.
want to make it clear to any listeners that might be interested in Maluna, you do not have to be a patient of T'Challa's to book a room at Maluna. You can be from any clinic. Again, feel free. You can find me online, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Liz Tripodi, or email me via my website, liztripodi.com. And I can put you in touch with Otto or send you a brochure, and then you can make your own arrangements if you'd like to make an inquiry. Um, I look forward to both of you doing a separate podcast episode on your journeys. Irina, don't laugh at me.
I'm I'm stuck now. No choice.
I know,
No,
you're
I
stuck. I've
actually
already.
it was more fun than I expected. Thank you.
Ah. Okay, so thank you everyone for listening. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you on the next podcast.